Hey everyone, John Hartley. It's kind of an impromptu video tonight. I got a couple of things in the mail that are coin related but aren't coins, so I was going to wait. I got 2 foreign coins on order, but they haven't gotten here yet. I think the snow up north held them up a little bit, but I was going to include this stuff with those coins when they got here, but I wanted to open up this package because I like this other thing. It's kind of cool. But I got a new scale, excuse me, because this is my old scale, and it doesn't have troy ounces on it. So you have to measure everything in grams. And it only has 1 decimal point. So you can't get down to the very nitty gritty. Like, we'll pull out Scully's Glock. If you hadn't seen my Glock, go back about 4 videos. Scully of Scully's Corner made this for me, and it's absolutely... Scully, I've shown this to several of my friends, and they're all jealous, so you did a good job, pal. But on this scale, it is 43.3 grams. So put that one aside. Turn on this one. It says hello. It's got 3 decimal points. The thing is so sensitive that you can blow on the top, and I was going to blow, but you can't really see the numbers anyway. But it'll move. The numbers will move when you blow on the top. So let's put it in grams. There you go. And you see that it's 43.35. So it gives you another number. It wasn't expensive. I got it off Amazon, but it's more accurate, and I can do things in troy ounces. There's your troy ounce setting, and I'll pull out an eagle here if I can get it open. There we go. So that's 1 silver eagle, 1 troy ounce, right? And it is 1.005 troy ounces. Where the other one would just say 1, it wouldn't even say troy ounces. So, but so for $12 on Amazon.com, it's a much better scale for me. If it had the name of it on there, I'd tell it to you so you could get one like it, but it doesn't. Maybe the instructions can tell you. Can you read that? No. Doesn't tell you. This is the other thing. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but this is a coin gauge. And it tells you what the size of your coin is by this. Here's a nickel I got hanging around the house. It's a war nickel. And I don't know how well y'all can see, but you go down and it says U.S. nickel, and it lines up on the bottom right where it says U.S. nickel. And that's nice, but everybody knows how it's a nickel, so there's nothing special. Here's a Indian head cent, and it goes down. This one's a little worn, so it dropped down just slightly below the line. But that tells you it's this one is obviously a large cent, and it measures out as a Sacagawea size. Let's see here. This is a quarter, and it goes down to U.S. quarter. Every time I see one of these on eBay or something, when I'm just sort of fumbling through, I like them. People carve them out, and this one they carved out George smoking a cigarette with the smoke going up. So I thought it was kind of cool. This one I've got to get repaired, but this was made out of a Franklin $50, and it had there. See the hole there? It had a little loop, and when the little chain link is connected, it hangs the bell, and the bell rings back and forth. But another little thing I saw on eBay one time, and I just thought it was funny, so I got it. But also over here, you can put your coin in to see the thickness, and that's 1.5 millimeters. It says millimeters over here, common coin, U.S. coins over here. But on this side is where it's going to come in handy for most people, I think. You put the coin in here, and it tells you what size capsule or rings to put it in. So you can put the coin on here, and you buy that capsule for it. So that's why I got it, and it was only a few bucks. It's made by CoinSafe, who make they make those opaque white tubes, and I got it off of Wizard Coin Supply, 15 bucks or so, something like that. But I thought it was cool, so I bought it. You know, I don't have a lot of use for it, but I liked it, so I bought it. And I brought some other things out because I want to ask y'all some questions, and some of them I just want to show you. Things I picked up here and there. This is just a roll of Canadian cents. The last year they were made. I picked that up somewhere. This I got on one of the online auctions I go to. It's the Return to Monticello year, and it's a half a roll of nickels. So, but I got it just in case maybe that nickel would bring some money years on. And these are the Westward Journey rolls that the Mint put out, but I didn't buy these from the Mint. I bought them off an online auction, and one of them's a buffalo. And what is this one? They're both buffaloes. And I like buffalo nickels, and I like the buffalo gold coin, and I like the buffalo silver commemorative. So I liked this nickel when it came out, so I got these. Maybe one day they'll be worth something. But most of the time when I'm on those auctions, they have stuff like, this isn't one. I was going through a drawer. Y'all, if you don't know, the house I live in I inherited from my dad, and it's an old house, and I'm always going through things. And it's been 5 years since Daddy died. But I was cleaning out. I don't know if you know it, but right behind there's a bowl right above here. You can't see it, but it's just, stuff gets thrown in there like today's mail and stuff like that. And I was cleaning it out, and at the bottom of it was a roll of buffalo nickels that Daddy had put in there. And Daddy wasn't a coin collector. So that was one. This is an old bankroll, Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland, and it's 1963 Philadelphia, which is not a remarkable year, I don't think. But they're all uncirculated, so I bought that. And this is another old bankroll. And this one I've got my loop on my head, so hold on. $19.58 Philadelphia wheat cents. This is another older roll. It doesn't look like, it looks like a generic roll, but it's been rolled by a machine. But they are wheat cents. So I don't know. This is 1958 Denver on that wheat reverse. So I don't know if they're all 1958s. Maybe I'll open it one day because this one isn't a historic roll, bankroll like those other two were that you can pretty much tell they're an uncirculated roll. This is a newer roll, and it is, at least on one end, 1955 San Francisco. So these all picked up at auctions. You never know what you get, especially when it's in a newer wrapper like this. There may be a bunch of junk underneath it, and somebody put wheat cents on either side, on either end. But you never know, there might be a whole roll of them. So I hadn't opened them yet, and I've had them for a couple of years. But this was the question I had. Four of these are the bicentennial pennies from 2009. I just did something that I don't like doing. Like when I was a cop, rookies would call a magazine in a gun, they would call it a clip. And just like nails scratching on a chalkboard. Y'all, this thing right back here, that's a magazine. It holds bullets that go into a gun. A clip is something you put in your daughter's hair. Okay, now we got that straight. This is a cent, not a penny. England has pennies. We have cents. But I didn't buy these from the mint, so I don't remember. I know that the Lincoln cent, bicentennial cents that were in mint sets were the old bronze cents, pre-82 composition. And of course, everything else is now copper-plated zinc. My question to anybody out there that may know, in these mint rolls, are these copper-plated zinc, or are they the pre-1982 composition? I guess I could weigh them and multiply the number, or divide the number by 50. Guess that would work. But if you know, let me know. This one is a roll of Denver 2010 cents from the first year of the Shield. So the main reason I made this video tonight is to show you those two new toys I got and to ask you about these. So if you know, let me know. I went out to dinner with friends tonight, and they have a chalkboard right when you walk into the restaurant, and it tells you today's specials. And they had appetizer was spicy shrimp. It was shrimp and hot sauce with blue cheese crumbles on top of it, and little slices of pickles around the plate. Oh, it was good. And they cooked one. They messed up our order. They cooked us an extra appetizer by mistake, and they brought it out to us for free. And I brought it home in a doggy box. So we'll have a snack in a little bit here. They also had she crab soup. That was wonderful. And then what they call, I get maybe other people call it, a filet Oscar. It's a filet mignon with a crab topping. Oh man, I ate well tonight. Asparagus on the side. I didn't get the potatoes. I didn't want too many carbs. But it's Friday night, so I got a little bourbon and Coke going on here. Bourbon and Diet Coke, because I'm fatty. You know, when you retire, you stop being active, you get fat. So when y'all retire, stay active. Otherwise, before you know it, it's too late. Damn, that's good. And that is my vapor. I quit smoking several years ago after trying for 30 years to quit smoking. And the way I did it was getting this machine, or this, I've had 2 or 3 since then, but I bought an electronic cigarette, and the first bottle of liquid I bought had the maximum amount of nicotine, which is about like smoking a Marlboro cigarette. And the next time I got a bottle of liquid, I told her to go down to the next level, and the next time the next level, down, 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 until they were putting in the minimum amount of nicotine, which isn't even enough to give you a head rush. If those of you who have smoked, the first cigarette you have in the morning, you get a little bit of a head rush. I can go for a week without puffing on this thing right now, which I do quite often. Normally on the weekends, when I have a drink, I'll pull it out. But there's so little nicotine in here now, but because I weaned myself off of it, I don't miss smoking. I'm not addicted to nicotine anymore. But if I'm having a stressful day, which, believe it or not, retirement, you still have stressful days. But if I have a stressful day that might lead to a cigarette, I just pull this out and everything's fine. So those of you who smoke, take it from a guy who smoked since he was 17 and he quit when he was 50. You'll feel better if you stop, and you'll live longer. So quit smoking. Go down to your local store, your local Vapor Hut, and buy you one of these things. It's worth it, and it's cheaper than cigarettes too. This unit costs $60, and the fluid costs $15, and the fluid lasts me. One regular bottle of fluid lasts me a month. So anyway, I have 2 foreign coins on order. United States Mint proof set on order. All of that'll be here next week. I broke my glasses, so I got another pair of glasses on order from, if you don't notice, y'all, and your doctor gives you, your eye doctor gives you your prescription, you don't have to buy glasses from your eye doctor. He makes his money by being an eye doctor, not a glass maker. And I hadn't got them yet. I'll tell you how they are. But I went on Better Business Bureau and looked it up, and who has the best ratings for selling glasses online. And I went to the store called $39glasses.com, and the frames they had are the same frames that they had at the glass place. The regular frames cost $39. Some of them cost $50. But the same glasses I bought from the eye doctor for $200, I thought at first I was going to, I get the frames and then I go to the next page and it tells you to put in your prescription. And I thought the lenses that's where they're going to get me. The glasses cost $39, lenses, frames, everything. Of course, there's, if you have bifocals or transitionals or stuff like that, it's going to cost more. But the glasses cost me $39 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. So don't buy glasses from your eye doctor unless he's your neighbor like me. our mayor is also our eye doctor, and he lives right across the street from me, so I just don't tell him. But anyway, until the packages come in next week, I am 1042.